Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for a new episode of How to Solve All Your Problem in Life with the Command Line. So I just wanted to show you quickly wget, which is a very useful CLI to download basically everything you want, including scraping all websites and stuff like that. So the other day, I was on the internet and I discovered on the website of Brett Victor, who is a very talented designer and an inventor at that point. I really encourage you to watch his talks. I will put that in the video description, as well as his website. And speaking of which, on his website, I discovered that there is a whole directory where there are many sciencey papers, computer sciencey papers, which are super interesting. Like many things from Alan Kay, for example, Engelbart, I saw as well. Many stuff I'm interested in. So I was like, great, I can read all of them and being more educated, let's say. But the thing is, if I go on one of them, it's pretty slow to open because there is not a lot of bandwidth, I suppose. So what to do? I mean, I don't want to read them like that. So what I can do is using wget. So what I want to do is download all of them, and for that I can do wget and the URL I want, and what it will do, it will download the index.html, and that's all. Because when by default wget doesn't follow any links, and when you look at the source page, I only want the links at the end because I only want the PDF which are linked on this page. So to do that, I need to add recursive or -r option to wget, and this time it will download all the HTMLs, because whatever you do with wget, you will download HTML pages. There is no way to reject them, because there is a way as well to filter files you don't want, but not HTML. You will always download them. And here you see that I'm downloading my first PDF from Abelson, who is a famous computer science person who wrote the SIGP. And that's great, so it works. The problem I have now, one of my problems is I have a whole directory structure I don't really care about. As you can see, I have worrydream.com, which is a directory. And if I go in there, I have refs and robots.txt and a lot of stuff. And the icons, I don't care about the icons. And if I go in refs, I have the files I want. So first of all, I could filter what is on the page itself, because what's on the page, if I go back to the source, it's a bunch of icons and stuff I don't really care. What I really care about is all the links which redirect to the PDF, which link to the PDF. So for that, let's clean all of that. So I don't have anything in my directory anymore. So for that, for filtering the current page, I can do no parent, which means that I will only download the children of the current page I'm in. I mean the URL I give to wget. And as you saw as well, I have a whole directory structure I don't really care about. I just want the file in my current directory. So for that, I can use nd, which is no directory. And the last thing, if I run it like that, the problem is, if there is a problem, because as you can see, as we saw, the downloading is pretty slow. If there is any problem and everything stops, and if I run wget again, it will download everything again, and it won't overwrite the file by default, but it will just rename them. So I don't want to do that. I just want to keep the file which were already downloaded, which is sometimes a problem because if wget is stopped in the middle of a file is downloading, this file will be corrupted anyway. But I mean, that's fine. It's something I know, so I accept it. And in the worst case, I can come back to the website and download what I couldn't download. That is what is corrupted. But anyway, to skip the file I already downloaded, I can use nc, which is no clobber. And like that, if I run it again, it will again download the HTML files. No choice. And normally I will have everything in my current directory as I want it. So wget is really useful. You can scrap any websites you want with that. You can even redirect the links for them to work on your local directories. It's really, really cool, and it's really handy when you have a lot of resources like I have here and a very bad internet connection. You can just, I can just forget it because I have a scratchpad here in my development environment. I'm using i3, and it allows you to do this kind of stuff, so I can just hide my stuff and continue browsing if I want, or doing other stuff. And here I can come back and see where it is. So here, as you can see in my directory, in my current directory, it began to download my PDF from Abelson. Last thing I wanted to show you, if you want to put this process in the background, you can very easily doing -b. And this time your terminal is free to do other stuff, and the process is still here. I can kill it if I want. It should be as this one. You don't see it you don't see the old command, but it's this process. I only have one wget running. So I can kill it, and that's all. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you learned something today with me, and see you soon. I wish you a great rest of your day.